so here we are with Mollie, Gracie, Micky, Jacob and Teri. Right, I've just done a quick video before I got in the car. Bloke upstairs, he went out of his, whatever she is, and went in the car. Took my dogs out for a wacky ball. When I come back, he'd intentionally parked his car where I parked the Civic. The place where he normally parks his car, right opposite his flat. Yeah, where he can best keep an eye on it. He decided to leave that completely open and just park where I normally park, just to be a pain in the arse. I was like, right, okay. Well, look, as you can see now, I've got, we go on the other walk, don't we? The Stinky Woods with the pups now. So they're okay walking with all the rest of the dogs. So now, at night, all the dogs are coming. I knew all along. It was only a matter of time before you did this. Before you did what you do. Look at little doggy. Indeed. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Indeed, yes. Come on, Grace. Come here, Grace. Good girl. You're knackered, Gracie. You want that, Bubs? Want that money round? Okay. Little Jacob was getting quite fed up. Couldn't quite follow Mum. Because he tries to follow Mum. He tries to run around with her. And he couldn't. So, yeah. Now, as I said in the previous video when I was walking around here earlier, yeah, you don't have to put up with people. Not in any way, shape or form. You don't. If you've got people that are a pain in the arse, if you've got people that are negative, you don't have to have a relationship with them. You don't have to have a friendship with these people. Not in any way, shape or form. In which case, you don't have to put up with stuff. Simple. Well, put it this way. I mean, if the consequences of, going against such people are really, really bad for you but not bad for them, well then, consider that, obviously. Consider the consequences. As I said, the consequences to me are what, exactly? Yeah. I say, I've got videos. The person, if someone comes around about the dogs barking at night, I've just got videos of them going out for the past 2 years. And then I'll ask the question, did these people complain? In the last year, in the year before, did they complain? Because the dogs are going out every night then. Did they complain then? No. Well, why not? Go and ask them. Go and ask them why they didn't complain then. Ask them why they're complaining now. Why now, not then? Oh, because the other neighbour started bitching about it. Is that why? Oh, you saw an opportunity to bitch. Oh, well, you go and tell the neighbourhood control people then, whoever that person is, go and tell them. That's the reason why you're doing, okay, go for it. I don't care. So the consequences aren't going to come on me. I'll just go back to what I was doing before. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. Me taking my dogs out is me taking my dogs out. I've been doing it for years. I've tried to show consideration. But in trying to show consideration, you just have to go and do what you do. This happens every time. Every time there's a bit of a lull in the issues. They want the attention. See, I've been talking recently about the situation with Stuart. So what do? They've seen those videos. They want the attention. So because the attention isn't on them, we'll just go and park in his parking spot, shall we? Babies. That's what it is, little babies. Please give us attention. Oh, we want more attention. Give us attention, go on, please. Yeah, okay. You want attention? Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Reality is, folks, is that say you have one life. One life. Trying to live your life around other people who are just entitled Karens. Not only can't you do that, but you should never try and do that. Never in any way, shape or form. Because you can't do. Because if you bend a bit, they're going to want you to bend more. If you bend a bit more, they want you to bend a bit more. This is the way of the Karen. So don't try and bend at all. I mean, simply this thing tonight just reminded me why I was taking the dogs out at 2. And it was because of the fact that Mollie was expecting babies, so not too much of a run around for her. And these two pups were quite young. I didn't want them going out with the dogs barking and getting all excited because I didn't want them to be scared. When they're bigger now, they're older now, they go around with the dogs in smelly woods and Stinky Woods place, and they're fine with that. The dogs are barking, they're running around all excited, and they're fine with that. So it's like, okay, yep, the time for protecting these two little pups. Come on, this way. Come on now. Come on. See, they pretty much come when called now as well. They're doing well. Their development is on schedule. So therefore, they're ready to go for a walk with the rest at night. No problem at all. So, put it this way. I mean, had this person not parked in the spot I normally park the car in, would I have been reminded of this right now? No, I would have waited probably until end of summer. Probably at least a month. Until the weather started to cool down a bit, because then obviously they're more likely to have their windows closed at night, in which case the noise of the dogs barking wouldn't be an issue for them. It's like, no, you brought it to my attention far earlier, and you've helped me to realise that I should never be showing any consideration to you at all. That I've been, no, so, okay, crusty. Right, there you go, sorted. Now we're missing someone, Micky. Micky! He's around here somewhere, but where exactly? No. I just beeped his collar. He's around, I heard the beep. Over there somewhere. Micky! Come! Micky, move! He's over there. Okay, he's over there. There must be a path to take him over there. He's coming around here in a second. He'll get to us. Here he comes. Micky, move! Where you been? Right, Micky, when I call you, you've got to come. Yeah, you found something to eat. Yeah, okay. You didn't realise it's my job to feed you? That's point. I've got to keep them going and get some more food. I can order some online and get it delivered. I've got to get some more puppy food as well. Really, because these two need it. Then you've got Mollie needs it for a few more weeks. And Mollie's pups are going to start needing it in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, I need at least one more bag. But these are getting to the size now. When Mollie's pups, Covie and Locki, don't really need the puppy food anymore. Yeah. They're ready, they can move on to the other stuff now. They have been moving on to the other stuff for a while now. So, yeah, they're doing well. So, that's fine. We'll keep the tiny ones on the puppy food for now. Yeah. Give it a couple more months and with them on puppy food. Or at least a month, yeah. And then, but even they have the maintenance and they have the working and they have the Townsend Collie. They quite like the Townsend Collie. And they have the Frosties as well in the morning. So they quite like that. Well, and one other thing I was going to say. Also, today I was trying to kip and their dog was barking anyway during that time. And I had said before that I wasn't going to put up with that again. But obviously, if they want me to keep my dogs quiet while they're trying to sleep, then the same should go the other way. In which case, they basically said, no, we couldn't care less. We're going to do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it. You can't tell us what to do, but we can tell you what to do. So it's like, well, then you can't tell me what to do, can you? Really? No. I laughed. As soon as I saw his car there, I thought, here we go. They want attention again. They've had really no attention for a while, but they want attention again. That's okay. The reality is, people want change. People are who they are. That's what I've said before with regards to the situation of, do I think these people are going to repent? No. No, not in any way, shape or form. No. I've got no interest in trying to help them to do so. Because I know they're not going to anyway. They haven't got the intelligence to do so. Simple as that. Right, he at one point, I said something in my video about, you know, something or other, and he said, are you calling me stupid? So, no, I don't need to call you stupid. Your actions are calling you stupid. They've been calling you stupid for a long time. All this thing about, you know, trying to make me pay for saying a couple of things. Yeah, that is stupid. That action is describing you as incredibly bloody stupid. So, no, I don't need to call you stupid, do I? You're perfectly capable of calling yourself that. And of proving it. Not just suggesting it, but of absolutely and totally proving it. So go for it. You know, all this point about, you know, wanting attention. All this point about not wanting the angst between us to be over. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I've said before about friendships and the fact that I've let certain friendships go. I said the one earlier, I've let friendships go. And of all those friendships, are there any of them that I'd want back again? No. No. No, I wouldn't want to get in touch with any of those people to make the friendships come back again. Not in any way, shape or form. What's gone is gone. You move forward. Now, if those people happen to be in your life in the future, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to try and prevent that. Yeah, the people I've been friends with in the past that I'm not friends with now, I'm not going to try and prevent those people being in my life in the future or us being friends in the future. I'm not going to try and make it happen. I don't care, it's gone. What's gone is gone. Yeah, yeah. Now, basically, when I was in the car, I realised something. That the reality is, when it comes down to it, you are pretty much on your own in life. Even if you're married, even if you've got kids, even if you've got the bestest of families in the world, you are still really a singular person. Yeah, your decisions are yours to make. The consequences are yours to bear. You're on your own, really. You have people that help you through your life. You have people that you can walk through your life together with in, you know, partnership, husband, wife, that sort of thing. And even work partners, that sort of thing. That's cool. That's great. But you're still essentially alone. That's the reality. When it comes down to it, you don't die as a couple. You might die at the same time as a couple, but you still don't die as a couple. You die as an individual. You don't get judged by God as a couple, you get judged individually. Yeah? So, yeah. When it comes down to it, it's about you and your relationship with God, or not relationship with God, either way. That's what it's all about. So, yeah. But look, put it this way, that's why, when I said in the video earlier, you've got to test all things, that is incredibly important, especially about who you let into your life. Yeah, especially a love interest, a husband or a wife, test it beforehand. You know, suspect that she or he is not the person for you. Mollie, your butt. And Micky got it in. That was from Mollie. Mollie left it earlier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Test it all, because being with the wrong person is far worse than being on your own anyway. Far bloody worse. Yeah. So test all these things. Yeah, indeed, yeah. That's what I say, yeah. With the wrong sort of people, you know, don't try and be friends with everyone. Because there are a lot of people who are toxic, and you don't need toxic people in your life. You just don't. Yeah, this misunderstanding as a Christian. You have to, you know, be this sort of, you know, person that people can just walk over. It's like, no, that's not it. It's not the opposite either. You're not supposed to be this person that beats the absolute crap out of anyone who looks at you in a bad way. No. But neither are you supposed to be, a person that people can treat badly all the time and get away with it. No. That isn't the case either. Your responsibility is, certainly as a Christian, is to show God. Yeah. Now, certain people in your life make that very, very difficult. Make it impossible. If you have too many of the wrong people in your life, then you're being encouraged to live, walk, talk, and everything according to this kingdom, which is the devil's kingdom, right? I have to keep reminding you of that because people forget. If you're going to walk and talk according to God's kingdom, you need to have the right people around you. Now, chances are, right, this area here, this area that I'm in, there may be, let's say, there may be maybe possibly, I don't know, 200 people in this area who are spirit-filled born-again Christians. Proper spirit-filled born-again Christians who are trying to walk and talk according to the kingdom. There may be 200, but that's in this region. That's a big blinking region. The chances that I'm going to run into 5 or 6 of them is incredibly unlikely. If I run into one of them, then that's even. That's an amazing situation. Right, 200 in a massive area. It may be a 200-mile radius. The chances that I'm going to bump into these people, and they might have clumped in one little area. Here's Mollie. In there. Hi, Collie. Come here. So Micky's missing again. Micky! Come here. We'll bring him back, then we will actually go that way anyway. But we'll just bring him back because it's only right. He should wait until we go, until he goes. Really? It's fair, isn't it? Really? Yeah. All right. Micky, what you doing? Come on. Get here. Come on. I called you, didn't I? Come on. Get ball. This way. Micky. Yeah, you were there already. Come on, this way. Come on, guys. Am I crying? Am I crying? You're beautiful. You are beautiful. You are very beautiful. You are. Very beautiful baby girl, my crying. No, so look, I mean, generally speaking, if I have 20 people in my life, there's a very, very, very good chance that 19 of those people, at least 19 of those people, are bad for me. Right? There's a very good chance that 19 of those people, if I've got 20, that 19 of those people are going to be bad for me. Right? Because they're not living according, or even trying to live according to the kingdom of God. So they're not people that are going to help me to get there, are they? They're people that are going to bring me down into this kingdom. Drag me back down all the time. That's what they're doing. They're pulling me back to this kingdom. That's not the direction I should be heading, is it? Really, as a Christian, that's not the direction I need to head. But that's the direction I'm being pulled by these 19 people. Now, if I've only got one person putting me in the right direction, I've got a chance, if that person is strong enough, that they can get me there. Yeah. There's a possibility they could, yes. There's a possibility they could get me there, but yeah. In the end, the reality is, chances are, most Christians are going to be having 20 people that are not good for them. They're going to be dragging them down into the wrong direction. That's what most Christians have got. Yeah, that's the reality. So when that's the case, it's better to say to all these 20, I'm sorry, but no. If I'm not strong enough to pull you in the right direction and you're pulling me in the wrong direction, Well, then none of us are helping each other, are we really? Therefore, this friendship is not enough. Come this way. Come on. That's the reality. You know? Look, nobody wants to necessarily be alone. I get that. I do get that. I'm not saying that people have to be alone. I mean, look, say you've got 20. Pray, seek God. You know, which of those 20 are going to be the ones who are going to be least likely to pull you into the deep and dark? Keep those. Get rid of the rest. That's fair. Yeah, lose the rest, keep those. That's cool, do that. Because the reality is, yeah, we're supposed to be going in a certain direction. Anyone who's not helping us to get in that direction is hindering us, really. That's the reality. It is. Am I a help? Not all the time. No, a lot of the time, no, I'm not. No. Well, because if I'm not there, I can't exactly put other people there, can I? Yeah, I've tried in videos to talk about being led by the Holy Spirit and being guided by the Holy Spirit and all that sort of stuff, because that's the way I understand that you can get there. Yeah, whenever I've done well in that way, that's how I've got there. That's how I've done well. I've been led and guided by the Holy Spirit. Yeah, that's the reality. This way. Right, come here. Come here. Come on, what are you doing? Somebody's mucking around over there. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah. Someone's over here clapping. They're trying to get a dog from there to there. Oh, we're going. I'm not going to wait until they finish. Come this way. Come on, I'm not going to wait till they finish. If one's there and one's all the way over there, that blocks both these paths off. It means I can't come out. Well, that being the case, doesn't it, really? Yeah, I'm a bit knackered now, aren't I, really? So I'm not going to wait until they stop that, because obviously they're playing the game with their dog going from one area to the other, so that's not exactly going to work for me, is it? Come here, Jacob. Micky here. Come here, Bobs. Micky here. Here, Mix. Come here. Come here. Wait, Teri. Teri, choose. Teri, come. Come on, Teri. Teri, choose. Come this way, Bob. Come on, Teri. Good girl. Good girl, little Teri. Well done, Teri, choose. See, talking about these two. Yeah, they want to go over there to those people, but yeah, they know when I call them, they come. And so, yeah, they're doing very, very well. So as I say, their development now compared to when they first started going out is far better. So, yeah, they can go out with the others. There's no reason why they can't all go out at night now. Come on, this way. Here, Babs. As I say about the videos, you know, that's why I don't like the videos where I'm not bringing something that people can learn from. Yeah, because the whole point is, it's supposed to be, you know, helping people. Certainly helping people to get on the right path. We're missing someone. Who are we missing? 1, 2, 1. Gracie! Grace! Come on, you. You're missing one. Happens to be you, doesn't it, eh? Come here, Grace. Come on, Bubs. Trying to see who was missing, because of course they don't stop. And with Micky running around all the time, it could have been Micky, it could have been Gracie, I wasn't too sure. It was Gracie. Gracie went after the people to see the doggy. Okay. Hi. Well, she's getting better now, Grace, because she used to bark at people. She doesn't do that anymore. That's good. Yeah, she's once barked at dogs, but only once. So, and that was a dog that the owner said wasn't very friendly. So, yeah, maybe she picked that up. So that's okay. Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way, I think every situation where there's difficulty with people, I think there's always opportunity to learn. There always is opportunity to learn. But as I say, look, it certainly is a case that when you're dealing with anyone who's entitled, yeah, don't ever try and bend over for these people, because you can't ever bend over far enough. Oi! Jacob, will you stop being so stupid? Watch where you're going. You just ran into your mum. Or Micky, was it? Micky, yeah. You just ran straight into him. He was walking that way. You just went smack straight into him because you weren't watching where you're going. Watch where you're going, Jacob. Idiot. Be careful. Calm it down, you two. That's why you shouldn't be play fighting while we're on walkies, right? Learn that. Dozy dogs. That was a bit of a stupid thing. Went smack straight into him. Now, as I say, with entitled people, no, you can't bend over. Because no matter how far you bend over, they're always going to want you to bend over further. Because once you start bending over, they have control over you. And that's why I say, look, you don't serve these people, you serve God. As a Christian, you're supposed to serve God. You're not supposed to serve these people. Again, yeah, we've got to get that understanding, because people seem to have a misunderstanding that we're here to serve the people that are lost. No, we're not. We're here to serve God. And some people's job is to evangelize, some people's job is to do other jobs, but nobody's job is to serve those people. Certainly anyone who wants power over you, your job isn't to serve these people in any way, shape or form. Your job is certainly never to give power of your life over to these people in any way, shape or form. You don't ever do that. Because they won't look. Look at the videos online of Karens and people like that. No matter what happens, it's never enough. Come here, Grace. Gracie. How you doing?
Hi.
Wait a second, pause this. I've no idea where I was. Bumped into a young lady, been speaking to her for a long time, so no idea where we stopped. Well, I just said to her, actually. Yeah, she was playing with the dogs for a while, but I just said to her about the point of, test all things. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, if someone is toxic, that person will probably always be toxic, especially to you. That person won't necessarily be toxic to everyone. But some people will just be toxic to you because you rub each other off the wrong way. I don't mean that in a sexual way. But as I said earlier, I'm quite abrasive. If you've got someone else who's quite abrasive, or someone else who's very sensitive, then that's not going to work, is it, really? You know? That sort of friendship is probably not going to be right. And in the end, as I said before, there are billions of people, 8 billion people, is it? Well then, okay. If the 20 people that you've spoken to recently aren't the people that are supposed to be in your life, there's another 8 billion. Yeah? Don't just accept friends because they're local. They're not necessarily the best you can get. So go for the best you can get. Yeah? That's what matters. Go and get the best you can get for your life. It's your life. After all. You want to be making better decisions. You want to be going down better paths. And get people around you that can help you to do that. Yeah? Yeah? That's the thing. Right. Well, you take care. God bless. I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.